Good evening, Don Fuller, 725 Huntley Drive. Going to see if prayer works. The woman who gave the invocation this evening said, "We ask that we are mindful of those who are less fortunate in our midst." A week ago, this past Monday, I went over on Monday evening to the park to see what was going on with the meals over there, serving the less fortunate in our midst. And Ms. Martinez was one that was there, along with about a half a dozen other people. They're serving about, it looks like 25 or 30 people. Somebody had brought a lot of pizzas. Somebody had brought some other meals. The police showed up. I want to commend the police department. They were professional. They were courteous. They were a credit to the city. They were just doing their job. And in fact, after that, they went over and they arrested a couple of other guys for something else, not with that group. So they should get a pat on the back for that. And and I've talked to Mr. Montgomery Scott about the issues with food distributions in the park and so forth, and he explained that to me very, very well. So I understand that. This is not an easy thing to do, but we do have a situation where we have some kind-hearted people trying to just give some meals to some folks who are, as the person giving the prayer tonight said, less fortunate in our midst, and the bureaucracy and the various rules and regulations and ordinances are putting that to a stop. And meanwhile, we have a facility that's being rented out to the Orange County Rescue Mission for less than 2 cents a week, that we have no idea exactly who's being served there. The word is it doesn't serve people from Corona. We've played word games with what constitutes a residence before. The websites for that organization says they discriminate against people who are not Christian and who are not straight, and that gets to me because this Sunday morning I will be carrying a banner for our group, leading our group in the Long Beach Pride Parade down Ocean Boulevard over in Long Beach. So that tells you where a lot of my sympathies lie, because I have a very eclectic group of friends. And furthermore, this Corona Norco Rescue Mission is paying, apparently, Councilmember Fox some amount of money, which we don't know, because for several weeks and several people have asked questions, and all he does is sit there and stare back. And we have yet to have an answer on a question from any of this. So his pattern is to not answer any questions that people ask him. And the other pattern is that we have people who could use some help who aren't getting it. And we have this facility there that advertises a church on its property and doesn't hold up the end of the deal, as far as we can tell, for Corona Norco citizens. Somewhere in here, something doesn't line up. So I don't know what all the connections are. I don't have the answers. Certainly there are people who know more about this than me, but something does not line up, and something ought to be able to be started. I think something needs to be started to take a look into some of this, and heaven knows I don't know where to start. I'm not the smartest, I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree around here. So, but it just doesn't seem right to me. That's all, and I thank you for your time and your patience.